Well, guys, we're less than 2 days away from Avengers Endgame taking over the box office, and I cannot wait to see this movie. Everything for this movie seems to be going right according to the reviews. The early reviews are out, and people really do like this movie. There's nothing to be worried about, right? For the most part, yes, you're right. Avengers Infinity War is an all-time great movie to me. My expectations for Avengers Endgame are right up there, if not more than Infinity War. The reason is the Russo brothers, they are spectacular at what they do. My only concern about Avengers Endgame is one, Captain Marvel. Yes, you heard that right. Brie Larson. She's my only concern about this movie. Now, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, he said that she is the face of the MCU going forward. Now, will she start going forward right now in Avengers Endgame? I really hope not. Because I'm really watching this movie to see the other Avengers. If anyone Avengers should really be starring in this movie, it really should be Captain America and Tony Stark. Because I do think this will be the last time that we actually see these two characters in the MCU with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans. I wouldn't be surprised if both of them actually got killed off in this movie, to roll in phase 4 of the MCU with Captain Wokeness as a face of the MCU, even though it should be Spider-Man, but that's another story, and I digress for now. So, she's my only concern about this movie. There's no other character in the Avengers that I'm worried about. I fully expect Robert Downey Jr. to give a great performance. I fully expect Chris Evans to give a great performance also. I expect Scarlett Johansson, Elizabeth Olsen, Jeremy Renner, Don Cheadle. I expect all of them to be great. But my concerns really are with Brie Larson in this movie. If you look at her Captain Marvel movie, the reviews aren't that great for the movie. I mean, it's actually now sitting rotten on Rotten Tomatoes from the audience. And really, to me, the audience score is the only score that really matters. And like I said, I expect this movie to be great. And the critics so far have given Avengers Endgame a seal of approval based on the early reviews of this movie. So I really shouldn't be concerned. But Avengers Infinity War was such a great movie that you can't judge Avengers Endgame on a lower scale. Avengers Infinity War was on like Empire Strikes Back kind of level. It was on a great Star Wars movie type of level. So I shouldn't diminish my expectations based on just Captain Marvel being in this movie. So all of the reviews, everybody's saying that it's just so spectacular. I really haven't heard one negative review. So I should go into this movie expecting a lot. But however, I guess I should be a little cautious because a lot of these same people, the critics anyway, that are saying this movie is great are the same ones that gave The Last Jedi a 94 on the tomato meter. And we all know that The Last Jedi should never have been a 94 on the tomato meter. It really should not have been. The movie was horrible. But to get back to Avengers Endgame, my expectations are super high for this movie, and it should be coming off Infinity War. But Captain Marvel, Brie Larson's interviews, it really does give me concern. It gives me some concern because it seems like based on her interviews with the rest of the Avengers cast, they don't really seem to like her very much. I know they won't say it in public or anything like that, but if you look at her interview with Jeremy Renner, it was very cringe. He looked like he didn't even want to be in the same room with her, and the way she snapped at Chris Hemsworth, it doesn't seem like she has a chemistry with the rest of the cast. So that is my only concern. So how big of a role will she have in this movie? I really don't know. Hopefully it's not a super huge role to where she's taking over the movie, because that would be a major, major flaw to me in this movie. This should be Captain America and Iron Man's send-off into the sunset, because I think everybody knows they're probably not coming back at all. They're just not. So my only flaw with this movie is Captain Marvel and Brie Larson. So guys, what is your main concern going into Avengers Endgame? Is it just Captain Marvel? Is it just Brie Larson? Is it something else? Do you expect Tony Stark to give a bad performance in this movie? No. Not gonna happen, guys. Is that not gonna happen? So don't be concerned with that. But guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. If you're new here to the channel, please hit subscribe to catch future videos from me, and we will catch you on the next video. John Matrixx out.